And welcome here for the first game of this Carla Berg there for the Minnesota Gophers as they get ready to take on the Mankato State Mavericks. Joe Rulin along with Pure Eye Candy. Jimmy Thurman here just behind me. And Jimmy, this is going to be a great matchup between two teams. They've played twice this year, but they've been some tight matches in that first start. But, hey, the third is always the toughest when it comes to playoff wins.
Yeah, talking like you us doing the first game as well, pretty much everything goes out the board here. Stats, what have you. It's a all-new season, really. Both teams are going to come out here. They don't care what happened last couple of games or what have you. It's all or nothing this game.
It's the quarterfinals. Keep in mind that first game against the Mavericks at Gustavus Adolphus. It was a tight 1-0 game at the end of that first period. It was a shorty by Keegan Johnson. It was the difference. And the teams battled consistently throughout into that second before the Gophers started to nudge it. It showed 5-0, but the Gophers and that matchup with the Mavericks was much tighter than what that score indicated.
Right. The Gophs can wear you down. The conditioning's great. They're a fast team. Throughout the whole lineup. And it's nonstop going for them. So you better be ready to play a 3-period hockey game and give it your all every shift. Yeah,
you've got some players with that score ability. Jaglow is one of those. Kingery can help drive it as well. And a series of tough lines as well. And defense-wise, I know that Caden Schwartz plays so well. I always said it before, he kind of reminds me of later on Paul Coffey, the way he matriculates up and down the ice and through the tough out. He's stuck with the puck. He gets things going for the offense as well.
Right. You got the Sanders, Schwartz, you got Hubbard, Tosh, Price. They're going to need to be on their A game here today, Joe, to keep these Gophers, their streak. I mean, we're coming back from, a road trip in Canada here. And I'll tell you, I think we noted, we have Luke Myers having a phenomenal, past weekend, coming in with 6 goals, 5 assists, along with Keegan, 5 goals, 4 assists. Bischoff coming in, he's got his 4 goals, 2 assists. Tyler Arnerson coming in, 3 goals. I mean, it keeps going on and on. You got Sammy Marcel, coming with 2 goals, 2 assists. Let alone you have, 3 others of Mogren, Abut, Jackson, Kuznick, all these guys. You got a full lineup of players that are on the board that is such a consistent team to where, this is the time that they need to focus on making this all keep uniting as they play. And they're so tight, so together as a team. This last road trip has been really beneficial for them to, go into another country, play some hockey, have that team camaraderie coming into the Carla Berg Tournament. You couldn't ask for anything better for the Gophers for the last 2 weeks of hockey.
Well, and a lot of people may say, hey, it's important to get the win, but I'll tell you, there's a lesson to be learned in some of those losses. At Sault College, you took a 3-2 loss, but then you came back and you avenged that with a 4-1 win, and so much growth. And then you also have a Lake Superior State game, which was a great treat for your team as well.
Right, I'll tell you, I was talking to the boys here, after this past game, and we were talking about that game because I couldn't go, and they were saying how physical they were. Sault was, and they couldn't believe how physicality that game was. And for our team, we're not a small team. We can bring the physicality to any team as well. But they kind of threw the Ghosts a little bit off the game. So we'll see what happens here for this weekend.
Well,
so
that first line of yours as well with Keegan, with Bishop, and with Myers. They're hitting on all cylinders. They've put up 44 goals. That first line. But then you also have a great blue line as well with that great depth, and with that also between the pipes tonight, it's going to be Owe Peterson, Owen out of Andover, and he has stacked some impressive outings.
Well, I tell you, for coming in, he's a senior. He knows what's on the line here, Joe. I just got done talking to him, and him and I are always on the same page as coming into each hockey game, kind of giving him the eyeball of confidence, and he's always ready to go. He's looking forward to this weekend and, postseason as well. Officially putting his stamp on his senior year. So, I was telling the guys here, I get a little emotional about it because you become so close to these guys and, these seniors that are, finishing their careers in hockey. This is it, unless you go play intramural or whatever, beer league or what have you. But, this is there's a lot to be said about, these kind of weekends for, these seniors, and then I look forward to, the up-and-coming players, too, as well, to appreciate these seniors and do what they can for them, for all that they've done for the Gopher hockey program.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of things got moving on that tough trip down to Florida. And, of course, Florida Gold Coast, one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah.
You played them twice.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we didn't have a really easy schedule this year, and for what we've done, super proud of them, and they know what kind of schedule we had too, so they have to be consistent, and the thing is what, us coaches have been talking about is that they have to realize that caliber of play that we need to play at, because you play at either a superior or less superior team, you have to play Golden Gopher hockey every shift, every game. All the coaches expect this out of all of our players, so this is where this is it. This is all the mustard, man. And, they all know it. So this is what hockey's all about. This is why I love the game, and I'm super excited for these kids. It's a lot of families coming into town for the weekend. So, it's going to be fun.
Hey, it's a Friday Night Lights, and the winner of this game will take on the winner of a game going on just across the hall from us, and that's Crookston. In a battle against North Dakota State. That's going on right now.
Oh, I'll tell you, Joe, and that's one team that comes here to prepared to play. Steve Johnson, a phenomenal coach there. Hope we get an interview with him. I'd like to hear his input as well. But, he's well-coached team of Crookston. They got to think that two top scorers, of 50 points or wherever they're at. It's in... This team's always ready to go, and you can tell we did the game, 5-4 each ball game they had here. So
back-to-back 5-4 games.
Right. So this is going to be fun.
It's just that moment that happens with a beautiful pass to Keegan Johnson when it was tied 4-4, and he buried it, and that was the game. That's how quickly that team goes, and that Crookston team is so explosive as well.
Yeah. And speaking of Keegan Johnson, I think in that particular game, Joe, and I remember this so adamantly when I think it was after the second period when Keegan hit the water bottle from the goalie, and when I think it was a tied-up game, tried to get in a little head there, and it worked. I love the way he plays. Our team feeds off of him. This top line, like you're saying, the points that they have, along with everybody else. When this team's kicking on all cylinders, man, they're a tough team to beat. And I'm so looking forward to seeing what happens here this weekend.
Hey, yeah, the Gophers come into the mark of 16-8-1-1, and meanwhile for the Mavericks, they are at a mark of 10-7-1-1, but throw the records out the door.
Yeah.
Because postseason play, it's a roll the dice, and you got to get a good goalie going. And between the pipes here tonight as well, Mankato has a stud goalie in Sundell going as well.
Sundell, when he was in that game we were doing, you run into a hot goalie, you're going to run into some problems. And, then the thing is, as you're the agitator of the team, you got to get into the goalies' heads right away. You got to pepper them right away and see where they're at, and like this last prior game, with Cullen, both goalies were super hot right away. You didn't know what was going to happen. So, this is what's exciting about doing what we do and watching these games, watch these kids play. It's fun doing what we, commentating and watching what happens. Sometimes the goalies feel like it's a beach ball. Sometimes it's a BB. Who knows? But I love watching warm-ups when goalies are warming up. So it kind of shows you how dialed in they can be.
Yeah, we get a look right now at Owen Peterson as he was warming up in goal right now for the Gophers. And then what's the mindset? How do you get yourself set? And some may say, come on, it's just warm-up. But it's much more than that.
It's such a great point, Joe. Thanks for bringing it up, for goalies. I mean, goalies want to get the sense of the puck, right away. They don't like it when you're trying to rip their face off or what have you. They just want to get the feel of that puck, get the mojo going, work on particular things that, the blocker pad save, dropping down the V-drop to kick that rebound off to the right or left side. There's just so many things that they work on.
You bet, and you're getting a look right now at Evan Sundell, who's between the pipes, and how they're working everything for him. Up high, down low, Sundell comes in with a goals against of 3.9. Oh, you can see him facing a good dose of biscuits right now, but they're working them up high, down low, and those are the things that you need to reps and get some confidence going. You can see a clean glove save that time.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, and the goalies will tell you that, when they're warming up, they don't want you coming in and, like I said, ripping your face off. It's like, hey, I want to get my glove warm. I want to see what's going to, my reaction time or what have you. It's just everything's all. We were talking at the first game. Goalies are kind of psychotic sometimes. They have their rituals. They have their certain things they want to do. And warm-ups, you don't want to, you want to stop everything, but when it comes to game time, it's game on.
Yeah, and hey, one player too in terms of trending here for, both squads. Certainly for Mankato, one of them who's always capable of putting up many goals is Nathan Jaglow out of Park Center.
Yep.
And he's got 18 goals for the Mavericks. 13 assists, 13 goals, 15 assists. He's been lighting a lap. Owen Meyer with 14 goals as the team lead there for the Mavericks and 27 points. Mitchell Nelson capable of slicing and dicing. He had a good outing against Jamestown just a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
The week with about 3 goals in 2 games. So you've got these guys who can put the puck in the net, and it's a bounce, it's a rebound, it's a way to kind of really get focus going. So you can't afford to take a deep breath. And the Mavericks, you know what? Sometimes it's better to be the underdog to come into the postseason because you can light them up, a couple of good checks, and set that tempo.
You know what? If another great point, Joe. If I'm on the Mankato side, I'm telling our team to play that physical game. Get hey buddy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Get into that, the heads of the Gophers. You do remember what happened in the past games. However, you said it's a new season right now. You're 0-0 right now. So that's what I say about hockey. You never know what you're going to come into. So, the psychological game's always key.
Hey, and you just never know what's going to trigger that momentum.
Right.
And sometimes it comes in that moment. So, hey, the last 5 games for the Minnesota Gophers, that includes a 9-1 win over Lake Superior State. That game, the most recent, that happened on February 1st. A 1-1 performance against Sault Ste. Marie, or the Salt here with college. A good show there. Then, of course, before that, 2 games against Mankato State, both of those wins. So you see that transpiring. Meanwhile, for Mankato, they've been able to get some mojo going as well. A nice win over St. John's, 5-4. That happened on January 31st. Then a tough loss, 6-5 to St. John's. And then they put up a W against Bethel, 6-4. And then again, they played as the Gophers, earlier mid-January. So the last 5 games, it's coming through. But with the Gophers, I think the key thing too is you just have a lot of guys who are puck farmers out there. They're hunting for the pucks, but then they can bury it. And numerous guys in double figures in terms of goals scored here for the Gophers.
Yeah, the Gophers need to shut down. Like you said, Jagalow. He's the go-to person for Mankato. You got Justin Kingery and Jerome Geese. Their second line has been on fire too as well. Cooper, Elena, Mitchell Nelson, they all work together. You never know what we're going to get, with any team. So, you can never think about what you did to a team in the past. You just need to play your game, play consistent, and just do what coach are telling you to do and go from there.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one. We're just It looks like just under about 90 seconds away from, I think they're going to be doing introductions.
Yeah.
Here as well. We'll catch that on the PA as well. But the goalies we pretty much have in place. As we mentioned, it will be Owen Peterson between the pipes. Year 4 on Minnesota. Owen comes in with a mark of 12-6-0-1 and the goals against of 2.60. He's been tight and just playing so focused here near the end of the season.
Yeah, it comes down to, knowing that, hey, this is it, man. He wears that A on his chest for a big reason. He's a huge leader in his team. He's cool, calm, and collect. The kids look up to him. He's just, he gets that mask on. It's kind of like a superhero sometimes, when you're a goalie. You're ready to go. And one thing I wanted to bring up too, Joe, for the Mankato, you're speaking of Meyer and Jagalo, these two are in the top 300 in the country, for collegiate hockey, which is phenomenal. Along with another, notable deal here too is you have Luke Myers, come in, freshman. He's at 291 with 26 points as a freshman. You got Bischoff, he's coming in. He's in at 232, with 29 points. And then you got Keegan, as well, the buck 49. I mean, these are top quality players that it's just fun to see these kids get the recognition throughout the collegiate hockey. This is great.
Well, we're getting ready for those introductions. Signature playoff hockey, that's what it is tonight. Because why? Goaltending matters. Somebody told me that once. Goaltending matters, and it's the difference. And that's going to be kind of that X factor we talked about for this game, is that goaltending and how they respond.
Yep, it's going to be a true test. Usually you kind of really get the good feel. Like last game here, it was a little chess match. I look forward to see the Gophers are going to come out. They're going to be quick and fast. They're going to be physical. And they're going to bring the A game right away. And we're going to see how Mankato reacts and how Mankato's coming out too as well. So it's going to be exciting.
And hey, if you're Mankato State and you're the Gophers, you want to come after them hard. Mankato State, the longer they're in it, the more confidence they start to build, and it shifts just that quickly. So they're getting ready now for the introductions. We may turn up the audio so you can hear the public address, and they announce the starting lineups. There will not be a national anthem, I don't believe, because they played one prior to the Wisconsin and Jamestown matchup we had prior to that. By the way, Wisconsin a winner in that one, 5-1 win, and it was St. Thomas a winner in the other game that will take place, and Wisconsin will take on St. Thomas tomorrow in the rematch on that semifinal.
Yeah, quick note on that one, I just was down locker room there and I saw Michael Scheer, big Gopher for quite a few years, and I was just complimenting him on, I think he's in the top 300. I think he's in that, for defensemen. It was pretty amazing. He was going to be down with hockey and he decided to come back. I think him and Stanley had an extra year, and they were both going to do it. And then John Stanley didn't, and then Michael did. And now he went to the opposing team, St. Thomas, which is kind of crazy. But, good for him.
That was a fierce matchup earlier in the season. So we're going to turn it over to the public address for the starting lineups. So that's more of a checking line they have out there. That's more of a checking line they have out there, because I would think Jagalo would be out there first, but let's go. I had us covered, so we're
At left wing, number 9, Keegan Johnson.
Keegs.
At center, number 11, Tyler Bishop. And then at right wing, number 14, Luke Myers. At coach, Luke Johnson. Assistant coaches, Andrew Krug, Tim Kerman, and Tim Adler. At this time, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Here we go. Speed of lightning and the hits of thunder about to take place. A lot of players here from this community.
Yep.
Both Mankato and from Minnesota, and a lot of hometown fans here to watch. So you know everyone's going to give it everything they can on the line. The winner advances to the semifinals tomorrow to take on the winner of the Crookston North Dakota State matchup that is currently taking place. And we are set. Nothing like the opening here. As a goalie, do you want to take that first shot, the first one? You want to get at it?
Oh, most definitely. You know, you want to get your hands on the puck right away. You know, whether it be an icing, what have you, but you want to touch that puck just to calm the nerve a little bit and, you know, get into the game.
Mankato looks to be maybe a checking line out there to begin. Not to say the guys out there aren't scorers, but the matchup pretty well with Kingery, Peterson, and Burez out there against the number one line of Keegan Johnson, along with Bishop and Myers.
And I think I mentioned that right away. You know, get those bodies flying. You know, do what you can to bust up any kind of momentum. You know, that's what I'd have a game plan.
Deep back is Mankato to retrieve the puck. Schwartz has it there, puts it back. Puts it on the stick of Sanders. He's challenged to go up the board, but he's able to move it. That is Sanders out of his own end. Now it's back in as Schwartz takes it back and giving chase quickly there. The Gophers, as they try to apply a little pressure. Both teams exchange, neutral ice, now picking up the loose change, moving it in, and a set on a backhand. That time moved away by Bryce Peterson. Nice save there by Peterson. Keeps the puck moving in motion from the corner. Quick shot in and out of the glove, but making that save. Now he'll trap it, Owen Peterson, as he does not want that puck to get out in front. And there you go, a couple of quick saves in the books.
You know, you start off with the backhand. That, you know,
yeah,
it's a tough one to save.
We talked about that.
You know, you get another quick rebound, and then you get to smother the puck. So there you go. That's what a goalie wants to have right away.
Hey, the repertoire.
And then another quick shot like that by the zip. Wow, by who is this, 18 here? Mitchell Nelson here, right out the draw. I mean, quick shot.
I mentioned he had some success against Jamestown in the two games that they had with him just a few weeks ago. Poking it free just beyond the blue line. Bishop challenges there, back again, and finally a trip up in front of the Mavericks bench. Back the other way. Here comes Mankato on the far side. They've got a cutter coming in, but that pass is disrupted. Reciprocating, Obbit carries it. Obbit tries to get that tip to a cutter in front. Ethan
Bruner
Peterson.
Great stick check right there to stop that pass.
This one lofted high, pitchforked through the neutral zone, trying to shuffle that backhand to a teammate. It was Ellen out, and now back to the corner, picked up by Bruner. Bruner now moves it up. Surveys, gets the tip, and that's sent deep. That tip went on goal, forcing the save by Sundell. Just inside the red line, sent right back in, but not deep enough for the Gophers. And coming back with some pressure of their own, Mankato trying to get on that board early. Pass just out near the blue line and a backhand.
Well, I tell you what, it's
Price.
nice to see Tate Turlot didn't line up here. I heard he was been in Canada. He's been away from action for a while. It's always fun to watch him play hockey.
Caden Cole ready to move in here, and a quick shot.
Hey!
Outside, and he scores.
There's the goal right away.
It snuck right by.
Tate Cole right away, boy. An odd angle shot is a good shot. As we talked about quick shots and goals.
Yep.
I don't know what happened on there. I don't have a replay, but it was an odd angle shot where it could have possibly gotten to his glove hand, but it just dribbled in right behind him there. And, hey, the Gophers jump up on one goal here.
Yeah, I think that obviously short side, maybe it crawled right, near the elbow and snuck by Caden Cole, rather, his 5th goal of the season.
He'll get the assist on that. Yeah, that's kind of a weird deal there, but hey, Gophers will take it.
You could tell maybe some of the Mankato players are a little disappointed with that. They thought they had it covered, but Cole has a way of scoring goals. Down low, one time, shot scores! A tic-tac-toe, and the goal for the Gophers. Caden Cole answers again with an exclamation point.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what a shift. 2 goals by Caden Cole. I think it was, who was a sister on there? Tyler Anderson, I believe. Fed him out there in front. Man, what a shift.
Underway, 2 goals on 1 shift. Caden Cole again on the tic-tac-toe pass, and I tell you, he hammered that home with an exclamation point. 2-0 lead early here for the Gophers. Let's see how the Mavericks can answer and respond to that. Moving it back up now, continuing moving the puck up, but whistled back around, ringing it along. Minnesota.
Boy, they should have a shift like that. 2 goals right away. Holy cow!
So his 5th and 6th goals of the season for Cole. Even the PA hasn't had a chance to dial up the assist maybe on that first one yet.
First goal scored by number 21. Assist by number 2. That's 17-20.
Well, Tate Turlock getting the assist on that.
By number 71, assist by
18 and 6 picked up the assist on that second one. So Will Anderson. And they hit that. So it's a...
Is it Cooper Cerrone in the lineup here? I didn't... The 18 and 6.
We'll get clarity on that, I'm sure. Maybe got the wrong number.
I think it was probably Will Sexton, maybe. I don't know. We'll check that out.
Anderson was certainly one of those. I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Sexton at 19 versus 18, but nonetheless a 2-0 lead early here for the Gophers. Pass ahead, Mavericks try to gain the line. They do. A wrister. Easy save, no one in front, but making it look easy. Owen Peterson off the shot that came that way by Haver. Owen Peterson, after the 2 games when he faced Mankato, he made, I want to say, 70 saves, shot 70 saves, made 68 saves, and 2-0. One of those games a shutout.
No, you want them shots as a goalie. I used to love, I think I had 60, 70 shots on goal every time I played. I loved it.
And that Gus Davis, that was a good, solid 45 goals he faced.
Right.
And again, pass across the way, trying to connect with a one-timer that time to Myers. Talk about a player trending. Myers has been doing that. Here comes Haver back again for Mankato. A pass, trying to feed it across to an open teammate. Now they pick it up. Loose puck, 3-on-2. Taking a tic-tac and a goal. Coming back the other side. Deflects off of Peterson. Hits the side of the net as Mankato trying to mount some pressure. A nice whistler here, trying to answer quickly, guys. Quick save, moving left to right so well, and making the save and locking it up there is Owen Peterson.
Yeah, get that quick blocker save, then not let alone block it to a opposing player to get another quick shot. we were talking earlier about the net, these goalies come crashing into those things with their V-drops now. It's just, you got to figure that out. So
Yes.
some kind of contraption, a little bit better.
Working it up and out. Nope, good play. Good forechecking. But now finally out. Here's Autobid. Autobid cares. There's Peterson. One-timer up last. A beautiful save turned away that time by Sundell. Gearing it up, trying to put another shot. Blocked in front. The shot by Autobid. Now back come the Mavericks. Gaining the line, looking to get around. He got around, but couldn't catch up with the puck, but he does behind the net in front. A beautiful feed in the high slot. That one just misses on a chance to tally the goal there for Mankato. That good look was with Jaglow.
Yeah, Jaglow, he's known to put that puck away, so you always want to keep it out of his hands.
Gets by to the
break here.
Coming in, Arneson.
Hey, Arneson comes in all alone. Puts it upstairs.
Puts it top shelf with the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Buries it. Some great stick work. And Arneson puts up goal number 9 on the season. And now the Gophers are up 3-0. But you could kind of see that evolving from here as the puck was bouncing at the blue line. And Arneson was playing it to anticipate maybe it gets by him, and it did.
Right, that just goes to show you got to get feisty for that puck. Arneson, everybody wants to score, and he tell you he's hungry.
Gophers scored by number 91, Arneson. This is number 6, Anderson.
Anderson gets a second dime here tonight already in the first as the Gophers take a 3-0 lead on the 9th goal of the season for Arneson. Arneson digging it out here at middle ice and pitching it and back to retrieve the puck.
This goes to show you the depth of this team. They got firing power at all lines, all the D. They definitely have the tools in the toolbox to make some things happen. There's a big check right there by number 8, Sanders.
Yep, Sanders rubbed out Arneson that time. Maybe a little frustration.
I think that Mankato really, I think what they got to play that physical game right now. They got to get into the physicality part. Anderson coming again.
Break through, poke checked away nicely there by Sexton. Give a look there at Bruner. Bruner,
line here.
Yeah. Kicking across now, a breakout for the Mavericks. Trying to get some spacing, bothered right up top there. Finally to carry in, that's Mogren, who's kind of pestering the forward. He brought it in, Mogren. Couple of goals in the last games here for the Gophers, as well as now you're seeing Mankato trying to get into their flow of the game, and it's got to be tough as a coach.
Oh yeah.
What are you telling the guys on the bench? If you're down 3-0.
You got to stay focused. Things are going to happen in a hockey game you can't control, but what you can control is how you play and how you react. So, that's where that discipline comes into play. Just stick to your game.
Shot the opportunities there, and we'll get a face-off.
Speaking of Mogs, when you watch him play, I've always complimented his game on his back checking. He's always in the play. He does those small things that matter so much on this back check. When he's out of that play, he's a smart defensive player as well. It's one of the reasons why he's always in the game.
Switch out. We'll take the draw. They're going to... Not sure what that delay is. Finally, they've had a discussion with the head coach, Luke Johnson. Luke Johnson in his 8th season here for the Gophers.
Yes.
Picked it up, turned it over. Yeah. Gophers looking for a high spot. I thought he might take that shot himself, but he put it up in the slot. Good selfless play, but back the other way. Bishop looking to feed Keegan Johnson, who is coming down as a trailer there. It drifts back. And now the Gophers will move it up. Keegan Johnson with the carry in. Drop pass. Here to Bishop. He's going to have a good look in the slot. Gets the shot. The save is made. Holding the zone. Another shot put on. And a juicy rebound off the pads that time of Sundell.
Yeah, Sundell's, good response by Sundell, with those 3 quick goals like that, coming back and, have some quick saves like that. Another big check here by Price here.
Yeah, Price runs up that time on the blue line on Keegan Johnson. Now, Mavericks will try to get a good clean out. Disrupted, taken away right there by the defense for the Gophers. That is
Cooper Cerrone. We did have a change in the lineup.
Maybe he did get that assist, so we'll get a correction later. Confirm and half wall breakout. Here comes Mankato as they send it in, lofting one in. Look for the couple of passes out, but pressuring right now the Mavericks. They pinch in at this near point, send it in, not quite deep enough. It gives a chance here for the Gophers. Ethan Peterson was heading back to the blue line, and now he tries to race down the puck. Far side brought out by the Mavericks. Cross ice swat right on the stick. Near side stopping. Reversing ice. Nicely poke checked away on a great play there defensively for the Gophers. Peterson wastes little time. The Matamidi graduate.
What a pass.
Front, good stop, fires. All that time had to turn to get the puck to his forehand, but with a good pass, good connect, and almost goal number 4.
I just can't seem to laugh every time I watch him play. He's just got that reach. It's just like from the bench to the other to over here. It's just amazing.
Kuznick that time also looking to pick up a dime as a 3-0 lead. Back out there is Wilcox as well defensively for the Gophers. Takes it to the corner. Kuznick had it there momentarily. Will move it up. And the Gophers try to come out clean here. Arneson sustains possession.
Oh, they're just letting him walk right in.
Right through. Oh, a nice save made. He did. He walked right in, and Sundell had to make that save. Now
Sundell turning it up.
Back behind, as a goalie, I'm sure you got to feel like you don't want to beat yourself up too much, but you got to get yourself back into the mindset of playing, right?
100%. I mean, you can't let your teammates down. You got to come back and show your teammates that you are in the game. 3 goals happen quick. It happens.
8:20 to go. Opening period already a 3-0 lead for the Gophers, and back comes Minnesota. 3-on-2 numbers, now quickly getting back to cover the Mavericks. Caden Cole, 2 goals, a good point-blank opportunity there, turned away.
What a nice give and go right there.
Kreutzmann with a good look and a better save by Sundell, carrying in Cole. Caden Cole.
Look at the stick handling by Caden there.
Sticks with it. Near side, now a chance. Put it across to some open space. Kreutzmann had it there. Dumps behind. Gophers there in Greenland. It now in. Good shot. Big rebound. Turned away. Kreutzmann another good look. Carrying out the Mavericks.
Look at the back check here by Joey Greenland.
Oh, he comes back to help out. That is sweet. Greenland on the drop pass. They converging in here. A good waffle pad save. Still plops off the boards. Not into the net. Still alive. Haver tries to get a good breakout pass across ice. And right now the Gophers are pressuring at every avenue, every location here. They will not let them put 2 strong passes together.
Right. What a great ship by Joey Greenland here, I'll tell you. I love watching this kid play hockey. He hustles.
And back it on the stick
out there.
Greenland.
And he delivers a big hit, too.
Yeah, if they were getting ready to line him up instead, he reciprocated. And
Gareth Price, Joey Greenland colliding here in the blue, and then again.
And Price comes right back again. Yeah. Anything you can do, I can do better. Price still with it as he's absorbed several things. Takes a couple of hacks at it right at center ice. Back again, the Mavericks. Across the logo, they get the tip, send it deep, allows them to make some changes on the fly. A 3-0 lead early here for the Gophers in this first period. Keegan Johnson gains the line. Drop pass. Bishop has it. Shot from the dot. He lost control. That was a wrister with some whistle on it.
And it went right in the face.
Right off the mask.
As a goalie, you do not want that to happen. That's, you know what, that's with these new masks. I wasn't able to play with those kind of masks, but to get hit in the face, it's like the worst as a goalie. You got to skate around and shake that one off. I'll tell you what, I don't care who you are, that definitely going to sting.
You talked about the wrister being such a quick shot, and that was Bishop right there, man.
Yeah.
He just snapped that thing off so quick.
Yeah, it's a fun watching, Keegs and Bish and Lukey here, the plays that these guys, it's amazing how synced they are together. As you said earlier, I mean, this line, 60-some goals?
Yeah, I came in with 44 goals as down that first line alone. Impressive there, 27 goals for that second line of Kuznick, Abbott, and Peterson, at least the second goal line here tonight. Working it down instead. Looks across, deflects, trying to pinch in, but then now needing to get back. He got the speedster coming in here with a low riding shot and a save.
Big save by OP, the man, I'll tell you. Just cool and calm and collected he plays.
I tell you, you build so much trust with your teammates. You don't have to be on all the time. You always try to play your best, but sometimes you can pressure yourself too much into a turnover. But he's there to make that save. He has been this year. Owen Peterson back behind, lofted this one deep. Now giving chase. Jaglow. Haver holds the zone near side, sends it behind the net. And the Gophers move it up to center ice. Ethan Peterson chips it ahead. Now 2-on-1. Abbott gets out in front. Looking to set up that big body in front of the net. Has it behind the net. Moves it back. Switches places. The Gophers now Abbott tries to dig it out. And dig his way. Whoa, a big check absorbed there by Jackson Kuznick. Looking back in that corner, now trying to hold. They do the zone inside. A shot from the near point. Kuznick gets there first. Fires it to the corner. Abbott has it. Abbott operates, turns, fires, puts a good shot on, and Peterson was there for the rebound, quickly turning it away. Good job by Sundell. But what looked to be kind of an innocent, non-evolving play, really, when Abbott turned, fired, and put a hard shot on it.
Oh, look at that quick shot right there. What a give and go there. I'll tell you, who is that number 9? Mason Hardigan.
Yep.
Man, oh man, what a quick shot. We're talking about shots earlier. That was a quick snap or a give, one-timer. I think that caught him off guard right there, Nice to see the Mavs come back here and, they jump back with a goal. Sundell comes out and gets his team motivated here. So
10th goal of the season for Hardigan. That was a snipe in a hurry.
Definitely a great shot by him.
Now bringing it in under 4 to play in this first period. Now a 3-1 lead. And see if the Mavs here can stack it. And, the mindset to me, you're down 3 goals, you give up 3 goals as a goalie. And they always say, hey, an optimist sees the donut, a pessimist sees the donut hole. And you got to have the mindset of that optimist if you're back there, because right now you've been able to keep them close.
Yep.
And now you cut it in, and now you get the team motivated to continue to compete.
Right, it works in both ways. Look at that. What a Caden Cole, man. What a game he's having first period. Boy, that was a great defensive move right there.
Lofted up. And then now a nice saucer pass through the neutral zone. Arneson there holds it just up enough. The teammate there and Kreutzmann to get at it. Kreutzmann turns that puck over, and the Mavericks will try to come out, but Arneson is there. There's Caden Cole to get a skate on it to knock it deep. Tries to feed a cutter coming in, and Arneson, no hesitation. He knew Arneson was going to be there cutting towards that front. A nice defensive play. Arneson gets it back, a snipe here. And a save, kicked back out near side. Now the Gophers back onto that flow. A lot of traffic in front. A nice save once again by Sundell.
Yeah, get in front of him. Get in front of Sundell. You know, you couldn't see that at all.
A lot of screens happening here. This one they're going to say and spend at the length of the ice to alleviate that pressure. And there's the whistle for the ice. 2:34 to go. And a very early and active and a productive first period, at least for the Gophers. But Mankato answered just moments ago to cut a 3-0 deficit to 3-1.
Good for them. You know, that's what they needed for this period, you know. Sundell reacted with a couple great saves after that first 3 goals. So, you know, giving his team some confidence, it comes back with a goal. It's great for Mankato.
Good pass ahead, good hands. Mavericks try to do a drop pass, exactly cutting right in and trying to screen Peterson as he just got to that. Nice save, gloved and secured, but that was a good setup, just a kind of another good rotation there by the Mavericks on a drop pass. And you could see cutting in that time to get that shot off on that backhand was number 11 there for the Mavericks.
Tell you what, I think the Mavs have probably won the last 5 faceoffs here. They're really
You're right.
dominating that faceoff.
Yeah, we talk about the value of that faceoff.
Yeah.
Instead of having to react, you can be proactive. Good job of skating there. Love watching.
Torlut's always, you know, he's notorious for that. They call him the Energizer Bunny.
That's some pure skill. Picking it up now, here's Schwartz. Backhands it ahead to a teammate there in Kingery. Unable to stack a couple of passes. Good job by the Gophers to disrupt that. At center ice, a bouncing puck. Now the carry-in, still with it. Knocked free. Gophers try to get a lead out here. Just missed getting at the Greenland, and icing will be the call. As quickly Caden gets back there. I mentioned it before, but I really enjoyed watching him play at Mariucci Arena. You know, the game was watching Caden with Schwartz. You know, it was a tough loss for them at Mariucci. But we're a little farther up, and you can just see the speed and just what a key cog he is to push that offense from that blue line.
Yep. He's just got such a smart hockey IQ, too, as well. He just knows where his players are at all times.
Greenland.
$400 stick. I was just talking to the guys here before the game, and the Keegan and I think it was Cav were taping their sticks up, and I go, what do these sticks cost nowadays? $400.
Oh.
It's like, what?
Oh, I know.
As your parent, you're like, oh my God, there it goes, another broken thing.
Hey, and there's your thing. How about insurance for those sticks? Back behind, they always have you get a 2-for-1 deal, maybe. But here we come. The Gophers with just a minute left in this first period, trying to get back up to a 3-goal lead. Good speed to the far side, taken away, and back will come the Mavericks with the pressure. Numbers 2-on-1. Beautiful drop pass. A bouncing puck. Just had to settle to put a shot on.
Yeah. I'll tell you, what a great job by Bish right there. Another back check. You know, one thing I love about this team, the back check is so rewarded. I mean, you know, it's unbelievable. And, you know, these kids are just notorious for it. They love it themselves. I mean, come back and steal a shot on goal. Goalies don't forget that either.
Mavericks going to charge in. A good look in this little slot. Whistles one right over the top on the doorstep that time. The Mavericks with the chance to cut that deficit to just 1 before this first period.
So Peterson had an ample shot right there. He could have brought it within 1 here. That's hockey. I'll tell you never know.
Jaglow tries to settle that puck, and now it's on the stick of Bishop. Bishop surveys. Pass just a little too far ahead, but Bruner will catch up with that. Couple of backhand passes. Back to Bruner. He circles, sends it to the corner. Bishop will get there first, take a swat, but the Mavericks have control and diving to hold the zone. Good keep that time by Bruner, but we have come to the end of the very first period here, and it was electrifying for the Gophers as they jump out to a 3-0 lead here in this opening frame. A couple of goals by Caden Cole on his first couple of shifts there, and he answers with a couple of goals. And then also it's one answered by Mankato to cut that deficit from 3-1, which I still think is pretty huge.
Yeah, that's you ain't kidding. I mean, a great answer by Mankato. The Gophers got a little lazy in the zone here. A couple of turnovers that could have made it 3-3. But I'm sure some of the boys are going to hear about it. You just you can't get lazy in a hockey game, and no matter what situation it is, you gotta you just can't let that happen, especially when it's in this huge tournament play here.
Well, you also mentioned this Mankato team really did kind of a transformation of their roster this season.
Yes.
And the head coach has done a great job as well.
Yeah, they've come a long ways. Mankato has, from prior years. They're stepping it up, and kudos to Jagalo and I think it's Meyer. I think it is.
Mm-hmm. Owen Meyer.
Owen Meyer. Yeah. I mean, these two are two top-ranked quality players here in the country, and and their teammates see that, and that feeds off other players too. So, great answer by Mankato here. The Gophers are gonna probably regroup. It's like I get frustrated sometimes when the style of play. We talked about this before. You have to stay here in order to keep doing the things that you need to do. You can't just flip-flop up and down. You got to stay at a certain level at this part of the season. So,
hey, and sometimes you don't know why, and not to draw it back here, but I just saw that documentary on Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
And the documentary I thought was better than the movie.
Oh,
and
yes.
how they finally realized what Herbie was really pushing them for.
Right.
So that, hey, those last 9-10 minutes against even Finland and Russia, that they still have their legs with them. And when they were forced to do those Herbies time and time again, they just couldn't figure out why. But then they discovered why. You got to stay at that high level all the time if you're going to be a championship caliber team.
Joe, I'll tell you, I'm all for that. I get frustrated too because I see it up here, and it's like I know when our team is, at certain different levels, how they're kicking in certain different gears, and our coach staff, we want our guys to always be, you're playing the best team in the country all the time. You're not playing this team or that team, or, you're going to come in and maybe get a victory or confident that you're going to get a victory. It doesn't matter. You have to still play consistent, because that effective play is going to somehow stay in your head. And you don't need that. You got to stay focused, man. And Luke does a great job. The boys, our coaching staff does a great job to remind us, where we're at. I guarantee you right now, it's not funny in that locker room.
Hey, we'll step back for a minute if you want to head to the locker room and have a chat as well. Give us another update on the Book of Luke, and if we hear from the
we
locker
should mic him tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
it's a 3-1 lead for the Gophers. They jump out early, but cutting into that deficit to Mavericks. We're at the end of one complete. We're going to return here shortly with the start of period number 2. Thanks for joining us here. Joe Rulin along with Jimmy Thurman. Second period will be coming your way here momentarily. They're setting up the goals. It's a 3-1 lead for the Gophers here. And a great matchup in this part of the Carla Berg Cup 2026. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the Crookston, North Dakota State game taking place just across the hallway right now. It appears to be a 3-0 lead for Crookston, and that is early in that second period. This one 3-1 as we get ready to drop the puck and get things going. And joining us back again here is Jimmy Thurman. And Jimmy, what transpired in that locker room?
Oh, well, I think I left by saying we should have maybe Mike, Coach.
Yes.
Definitely
yes.
not that.
Not that one.
That one.
Sensors.
I will tell you exactly. That was a scolding. Not happy with the performance of, coming out and jumping up like we did, but the play, we talked about this inconsistency, playing at a certain level.
Really familiar. What's your name?
Jimmy Thurman.
Thurman?
Yes.
And you're right. It is that consistency, and it has to stay in and out here. But we're getting ready to set it up, and some of the fans of Jimmy stepping up. And
yeah. So I was going to say here is that I walked in. Coach Krug was a little hot, and then I came in. I wanted to say a few things because I didn't hear what Krug said, but. And it's tough because you want. This is the Carla Berg Tournament. This is it.
Yeah.
And we talked about this prior to this game too. And it's like you need to have. You got to play consistent. You have to be at that level. I mean, you have to make sure you want to win it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you gotta perform. And coach wasn't happy, but hey, you know what? It's hockey.
And Crookston, across the hallway, but I just dropped in. Looks like they have a 3-0 lead.
Oh, they're really playing over here?
And they are playing North Dakota State.
Right.
So that one, you want to be in that 5 o'clock game tomorrow to take on the winner of that game. And as I mentioned, they are about halfway through that second period. The Gophers pick it up here, 3-1 lead. Bishop, you could tell, gets that spark going once. To get a little motion set here.
Yeah.
Myers is set up top, and we're going to get a stop to reset the goal.
Yeah, there's, oh boy, I could go on and on, JoJo. It's just, it's so hard to throw it on the line, and what you really want to say to these guys is like, hey man, this is it. This is where you want to be. You can't just. Don't ever come back to the bench and say you should have done something. Oh, I should have back-checked. No, this is it. You have to. So, the good thing is Gophers won that period, and there's 3 periods in hockey, so you just got to keep battling.
So round back there for Minnesota. Drops it back. Defensively there, the Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht's having a nice season. And he'll hold it up near side. Race to the puck. There's Myers. Drops it to Bishop. Bishop tries to get it back. Keegan Johnson back again to Bishop. Bishop tries to center. Drops in. Engelbrecht does a backhand here and a nice save covered up.
Oh, a little after scuff.
Oh, yeah. A little pushing and shoving.
And then, these guys, hey, kiddos got to do that. You got to stick up for your goalie. When you make a save, you don't let anybody come in and, especially a guy like Keegan, one of the top scorers in the country, he'll snipe you,
So I mentioned that first line, Keegan Johnson, 15 goals. Bishop, 15 goals. And Luke Myers, who's been trending, he is in the zone, 14 goals. Back up set here, but you're right, you got to kind of keep digging at it if you're the Mavericks. Try to find a way that you can knock Minnesota off of their game or their mindset here. Here's Peterson, just inside center ice. Wheels and deals it deep, picking it up behind, a little wraparound on the backhand. Loose puck there, flutters its way to the corner. Wilcox brings it back.
Yeah, Ethan back there, he's a playmaker. He reminds me of who's on Krill line, Zuccarello.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Good reach, just missed on that pass attempt. Almost connect that time with Haver. Back the other way, rushing it up. Here comes Bruner. Oh, Bruner.
Big hit by 55.
Yeah, Haver,
boy.
You know, Bruner probably knew he was going to absorb a big check, but he wanted to move it out so quick, and he's such a strong skater.
Kev's a big kid, too. I mean, he's stopping 215, 20 pounds right there on a dime.
Oh, yeah, he did. He took a good elbow shot up high that time. He was trying to get it to Ethan Peterson. I believe those two went to Matamidi together. Some high school hockey. Shot here, hits the post, the side, springs back out to the low slot, and picking it up, moving it up the Mavericks as they chase it down. Move it near side. Now flutters back again to center ice and a backhand. Sending it back in low for Mankato.
Turnover.
Mankato. Yeah, they're trying to optimize here. A good shot, scores it, cashed it in.
What do I say about turnovers, JoJo? That's so exactly,
Oh, beautiful. Good passing, but they kept turning it over, and Jaglow wires one.
Jaglow coming, that's another one. He's one of the top scorers in the country. You don't give him the puck, he'll put it away all the time.
Goal number 14 on the season for Jaglow, and boy, he lifted that one, and one word, two syllables, filthy, when he put that one away. They did. The Gophers gave him 3 opportunities on turnovers on that shift. 3-2, suddenly now back to within 1.
That goes right back to saying, hey, when you come out of that zone, you can't be sloppy. You just can't be sloppy, and exactly that'll be the answer every time you come out of your zone being sloppy. Turn that puck over, and now we got a game.
And a lot of it shifts also. Keep in mind, you had Sundell, who was down 3-0, just a snap of the fingers, carried in off the side there by Engelbrecht. Faceoff will come just outside the Mankato blue line, but Sundell able to keep that right mindset. Right, and he had to come up with some big saves because the Gophers were looking for that dagger early, and he turned it away, and now back to within 1. This game is definitely back on here. Wilcox, circle up. He's being tangled and hung on there. He continues with it. Carrion. Here it comes. Bishop streaks right through the middle with some vengeance in his eyes. And he has it disrupted and moved long. Back out, trying to reciprocate the pressure. Mankato one and done. Here comes Bishop. He's going to leave it there for Wilcox. Wilcox can't get there in time. Mankato does, and they circle in their own end and now move it up ice. Good pace to the game now. It's really opened up.
Boy, you can see the momentum swing here.
Shot from the dot, just getting enough of that time was Peterson on a good hard wrister, trying to tie it up the Mavericks on that shift down. That's what changes here, the mindset.
Yes.
One shift away from tying it up from Mankato's perspective. Working it through now. Trying to get it as Luke Myers. Luke, good job to trap it and get the turnover in that corner, and then he dumps it to the corner. Back again. He's there just outside, holds the zone. To the far point. Moving it up, switching spots. A dump in front. Tossing it in front of the crease there, and that's ushered to the far corner. Bishop into that corner, probably on his way to a bench change, as is Myers. But good job, good possession, good tip in front. Good looking move there by Tate. And the Gophers, hey, they're getting the buzz going. It's not that they have a lot of shots, but they're controlling the puck and getting that momentum back from the top of the dot. One-timer, Tate there, follow up, right on the doorstep from scoring.
Yeah, Sundell doesn't have his stick. It's behind the net. And, his
teammate tries to get it right back, scores! Oh, what a dish, what a dime.
What a goal right there. I'll tell you, it was the defenseman is trying to get the goalie of Sundell his stick, and the Ghost got possession of that puck. Next thing you know, guess who's out front? Brady. And he'll put that thing away 99% of the time.
Good hard wrist. But the dime coming from behind that time. Of trying, they could tell he feverishly clearly got that puck back and centered it. so that they had time to bury it. And that's the thing, you're rushing,
Right.
and you don't want to have that puck roll off your stick.
I didn't realize Sundell lost his stick there.
Coming back again, Albet gets in front, looks for the rebound after he passes it out. Good motion, but hey, mark that. 14:33 of the second period.
You know,
Mavericks within one goal at 3-2, and Sundell had lost that stick. I wanted to get a confirmation on who got the assist on that goal.
here we go. Ethan, I think it was Ethan. Brady
Maybe.
Peterson, maybe.
I know we have some replay. I just would like to see that.
Yeah, well, turn that
Confirm.
replay up there, will you? Go.
I'm just that play. I thought was
iron
kind of
there.
a critical spot. Now back to a 2-goal lead for Minnesota, and now you're at that 2-goal speed where it can be a dangerous lead or a killer of a lead.
Right.
And boom, shot here, kicked behind, and now at half wall. I just found that precision so precise on that centering pass because they knew he had lost his stick, and he was rushing to get a pass to his teammate and buried it. It was just a pass was tape to tape.
That just goes to show you every time you're nice, it never happened good for you.
God. Back to that 2-goal lead. Mavericks
this.
on the doorstep, and they
not
answer.
back.
They answer.
Number 11. Cooper, Elena.
is up there. Wow.
Yeah, and I'll tell
Good
you,
feed.
big answer right there. I think it's Tosh. 11, 18, and 20. 11, 18, and 20. And right away, look at, we just talked about it, Joe. You know,
right back.
Huge answer by the Mankato there. Coming back, you know. Well, we get a 4-3 ball game again.
Cooper for that goal. Cooper picks up goal number 10 on the season. You're seeing some excellent passing, too, here in the second period. Disrupted center ice. Getting to that puck here is Jaglow, and he sends it deep. They begin pursuing here. Jaglow kind of watching that puck, trying to work his way down. A little hip check there. Picked up here. It comes now. Bishop leaves it there. Sopak burying it, trying to get and forge his way across. Keegan Johnson.
Great back checking there by Jurgen Pricer.
Back a look again.
Almost got a tie ball game right there.
That was Bruner who was trying to get his nose across the goal line on that second effort.
And Lukey's just amazing with that puck.
Keegan Johnson did not see that pass coming to him and sending it in deep. Jumping up in front, Bruner. He'll loft this one in.
Ooh, got a break here.
So Nelson gets an assist, as does Tosh. On the third goal.
Okay.
Yep. Moving in, Mavericks here. They've got some mojo back. Low slot, trying to work it out in this game. Mavericks
standing
again,
around
looks
here,
out
boy, I'll
front.
tell you.
Look at this. Shot scored. Oh, a chance to tie it up. The goal is loose. They'll have to reset. But you're right, Jimmy. A lot of standing around.
Man, I'll tell you, it was at 23 here for Mankato. You know, great patience with that puck. Ryan Burrs there looking for 17. Justin
Kingery.
Yeah, man, he had him there, and, you know, a little more pace with that puck, and maybe got it up over OP's pad right there. This is a tie ball game.
Hey, you can feel the buzz happening. But it's the blue line right there. I wanted to call to the Mavericks on that check by the Gophers. They work it through the neutral zone here, and Schwartz sends it in.
Weird bounce after carry him there.
That was. Everything is good job to cut back underneath that time. You see Burris working hard here. The pass gets through. Good swat by Schwartz. Redirect the puck. He sends it ahead. Now a flying An extension there, sliding ahead to try to redirect that puck.
This net, man, I'll tell you.
I think it's being held up by toothpicks.
They got to do something. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy.
Cooper.
Some water. Freeze that thing down.
Cooper Ella.
But no,
Ella
that
again was right there on the doorstep. Oh, it was. And what an effort by Ella.
Up there, one-timer. A little more deflection on that. It's a tie ball game. Huge momentum swing.
Oh, and I think if you asked anybody, 3-0 early in that third period.
Right.
And thought if Minnesota scored a fourth goal, that would be it. And they wouldn't believe you if they thought, hey, they just missed the Mavericks a chance to tie this up. Outstanding effort here by Mankato. We talked about it at the beginning. Throw out the records.
Yeah.
This is playoff hockey.
Yep.
And it's each possession is so critical. Working it back off the helmet.
Mogs takes one off the melon there.
Mogren looks ahead. A carry-in. Working stick work here. Gets through. Back
play!
Well denied. How was that?
Go in?
How did that hit?
Oh, we have a scrum going on here.
It is going at it. Hard time. How did that puck not go in?
Oh, what a save by Sundell. Boy, it'd be nice to have a replay. Wow.
I'll try to look over here.
Oh, man. It looked like Sammy Marcel had a wide open, empty goal where he could just tap it in. And what a play by Kuba right there. I mean, comes in, razzle-dazzle, backhand. I don't know. We'll probably get a couple penalties here. Looks like Kuba's going to go, and Hartigan's going to go.
I want to say we had a clean sheet up until now.
Right.
10.5. We're about the midway mark of this game, and it feels like it's just starting to evolve and emerge.
Yeah.
The story and the tempo of this game.
Right. I can tell you right now, I can feel Coach Johnson's blood pressure from here.
Could we please mic him up for this?
Man, I'd love to do it. I've always said that, Joe, is if you could do that, it would be a huge moneymaker. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should be talking about it on air.
See that? Note to self.
I'm telling you. Going back to that play, I'll tell you, the closeness of 8 and 13, you're not going to budge one of them without the other one budging you back. That's a brotherhood right there that will last forever. The roomies, best buddies. You poke the bear, you're going to get poked back. Trust me. And Coops is not the one to mess around with.
Let's see what they're going to do here. Keep it maybe 4-side, maybe a 4-on-4.
Go 5-on-5 again. Probably 4-on-4. Yeah.
As the officials have a conversation with the coaches.
Oh, ready?
A good Kodak moment. I just aged myself by saying Kodak moment instead of just, it wasn't a selfie, but it was a good picture by Shannon. Good to have her here for this celebration and this quarterfinal matchup.
Are you interviewing her after this, or?
I was hoping to get a chance to interview her. She can come by here for this second intermission to reel her in.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be going in the locker room, and I'm gonna be
wherever she can. I will also remind her with the text. I wonder where that other game is at. This one has kind of slowed down in tempo.
This, I got a feeling this is going to turn into a...
I like this 4-on-4.
Yeah. The nice thing about this last couple of games, too, is these referees have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're letting them play, little scrum, little scrum is a scrum. It's nice that they just said, hey, enough.
Let them decide it. Engelbrink with a shot off the face-off, won by the Gophers, but it's deflected behind the net. A lot of open space here. Let's see who can make it advantageous. Stop there with both players getting a couple of minutes, and they'll move to a 4-on-4 for the next $1:45.
Super quiet in here.
Face off it is. It got church quiet.
I know.
Behind and now.
What's going on?
Kicking up. Cycling here at the blue line, and Arista with traffic in front, taken so dangerous.
But I tell you, great job by Tosh right there. You know, you got Keeks out front, big boy, two big guys out front. Throwing the screen on. Look at this one
Moving
time out
in,
front.
good look, Haver. Little thick,
look at
got it
this.
up. Owen Meyer with a chance. Lifting this one. The net is
And
loose.
the net keeps coming off. They got to do something about this net.
Keegan Johnson a little slow to get up, but they
think
peppered, they move.
Keeks took a couple. Man, oh man.
He looks a little shaken up.
I think he took one in the belly. I think he took a couple actually in the belly.
Get a look. He
Get some
typically
water on it. Yeah,
very
thank you.
stoic,
Should've
but
did that in about
some pain there.
5 minutes ago. He's going to get a penalty for it.
Keegan Johnson's just still doubled over
Yeah.
as he heads. Wow. They're having a discussion, and I
I don't get that one.
off to the left here. Face off. Won by the Gophers. Underneath here, the Wilcox redirected back. Now it's in the stick of Bishop, at least it was. Cross rink ahead. They mix it up here, the Lions. Caden Cole with a big hard shot to the save. Secured there. And I'll tell you,
Well, I'll tell you what,
see him shake up the lines just a little bit.
I'll tell you, with Sundell, with the answer the boys have been doing for him, he's on his game. He's tuned back in, and he's gonna be shutting the door here. Gover's gonna have to put some serious pressure on him. Got a feeling that puck's looking like a beach ball.
Moving in behind, loose puck. Caden Cole picks it up. He's got some get up and go on those skates here tonight. 2 goals. About less than a minute apart from one another. Cole. That's at the Wilcox. Wilcox across the far point. Moving in. Bruner to the corner. About 30 seconds left on this 4-on-4. Trying to hit the doorstep there. Myers was cutting in on that far side.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tie up there.
Going upstairs. Yeah, you can feel this.
Yep. The feeling, and now more tension. Before,
Right.
you get that big lead, you're a little bit more loose. If you get in one goal, you go, okay, hey, we can counter that. Big shot off the face-off there. Almost handcuffed Sundell that time.
Kuzi going for that upstairs goal. Another quick one out to go. Here comes Jagalo. Oh, big check by Will.
Anderson puts the check on there, and now moved off the puck that time to Gophers, but regaining possession in that corner was Tate.
Oh, look at this.
A chance
Here comes
skating
Will.
in. Free throw shot. Oh my God, what a
Look
snipe.
at Will coming in, the sniper. Oh, got Tate, the 2 defensemen putting the points on the board. You gotta love it.
That was a snipe that had to leave Augusta win as it went by.
That is going to give Will his 2nd goal on the year, and boy, I can see the smile from here.
That had some velo on it, and maybe a little frustration as well. He drove that one back. It probably parted the hair that time of Sundell, the goalie, with the G-forces that had. But no lead is safe here tonight.
No.
5-3. Mankato has answered just about every time with that deficit,
Right.
and cutting that margin.
Yep, 2 to 6. That'll be, I believe, Tate's 2nd assist of the year.
Dialing up there, you are correct that it is. Anderson, his second goal, but the dynamic duel lift the Gophers back to a 2-goal lead. Whistled for the offside was Minnesota, and Kuznick as he brought it in here. 7.5 to play in this second period. Wow, it's been a fierce, competitive game. The winner will take on Crookston or North Dakota State.
Right.
I'm assuming that game is probably nearing the start of the third period.
There we go.
Breaking it back again. Good pass. Oh, it just hopped a stick that time of Cooper. Ellen already with 1 goal, almost had a second one on a diving attempt to punch it by, but Ellen had it hop his stick on that possession, but he'll stay on the ice, and the faceoff will come all the way back into the Gophers' end of the ice. A 5-3 lead.
Oh, it was Mitchell Nelson. Yeah, what a great pass by Mitchell Nelson right there to Elena, man. It was a nice saucer pass. I mean, that's 2 of them now. You've seen, they're playing that coming in 2-on-2, feeding them up front to get that deflection, it's happening more than once. So maybe that might be a play possibly, that they like to do.
And Luke Johnson having a conversation with the official. What do you think that might be about?
Oh.
Any number of things?
It could be any number of things. You're right.
Face off in the Mankato attack zone. Offensively there. Bringing it along the board. Here comes a chance here. Mavericks trying to get possession. They have it now in the corner. Looking for a cutter in front.
Oh!
Get a beautiful setup.
Big save right there by OP.
Oh, he got down low with that pad.
Tell you.
And stuffed that shot.
Mankato's, they're going to answer. Like you said, they've been answering the bell here.
Paver a long pass out of the zone, and the deflection comes back. Really moving it in here. Chance there for Greenland. Now coming out in front. Was thinking about a wraparound. Now dumps it to Bruner here at the near point. That give and go back again. Almost got the tip.
Oh, he's got him.
Dropped it high behind, and they wave off the ice. Cutting back and said back out to center ice. That could have been a critical call there.
Yeah, I know.
You're looking to kind of allow that whistle to be blown. You let the puck go, and before you know it, they wave off the ice. A pass that unfortunately rolls off the stick there of Wilcox. Another look here, and this game had that feel to it of that pass by Wilcox. Rolled off his stick and went right to a Mankato player. And they've been able to counter quickly after Gophers goals since those first 3. 5.5 to play. Second period. Good way to work it out by Tate. Tate an assist on that 5th goal of the night here for the Gophers. That by Anderson. Anderson, 2nd goal of the season. That was a fierce snipe. On the doorstep, there was a Cade.
Sundell with a huge save right there.
Looking for a Hattie was Caden Cole. Moved back up. Tate has it there. Circles back in his own end.
Plus, Coach Johnson, putting these guys out, I think, more. These guys just seem hungry. They're hungrier than the rest.
Running at it now in the corner. Now trying to control the puck.
Oh, there's
move from behind. There's a penalty that's going to come up.
Yep.
As soon as Mankato can put the touch on the puck, they do there, and the Gophers are going to get I believe it's their first power play opportunity here tonight.
Yeah, Caden's a big boy.
And he's not one of those divers at all.
No. He's a northern hockey boy that doesn't like to go down.
Duluth East grad.
Yeah. He reminds me,
is the call.
Watching him all year, he reminds me of Ovechkin.
Oh,
He's got that skate like him.
Yep.
He's a big guy. Definitely can score. He's proven
We've seen
it today.
that, yeah.
You're right.
2 goals already tonight. The Gophers a chance to extend their lead back to 3, what it once was in that first period.
Yeah, the Gophers need to answer for OP here. I tell you,
Puck movement good right here. I like that motion. Engelbrecht just inside the blue line, and here comes Bishop with one from the dot. A shot from the dot on the doorstep. There was Luke Myers looking for the deflection.
move,
Engelbrecht
boys.
again. Good puck movement again, circling it up and down. Keegan Johnson, one-timer on the
Big
turn.
save.
Ovi looking shot there from Owen Peterson to get down to one knee.
Great save.
Sandell coming up big here thus far. Moving it around. Keegan Johnson shot. Loose
Big
puck.
save.
Poking. Prodding. Trying to get at it. The puck comes loose. And Mankato will clear.
Huge. What a big save.
South of 4 to play.
Well, I tell you, he's on fire. I'll tell you what. He's on it.
A minute left on the man advantage here for the Gophers. A chance to extend their lead to 3 goals, which it was in that first period. Hard check here. And we're going to get a penalty.
That is going to be a boarding call right there for sure.
That was Schwartz.
And how many times have we seen that particular deal where, I hate that play in hockey because usually when 2 players are coming into that corner, that first person's, he's turning. Or he's going to know he's going to get hit to where you turn, and it's just never good.
Yeah,
I don't know. He might maybe get a 5 here.
we're going to have a discussion as Johnson finds his way to the sin bin there. And good to see Caden Schwartz skating off on his own powers.
They're getting together. That might be a boarding. This might be a 5er.
Gophers up by 2, and they still have time left on the power play. As the 3 make a decision here, I guess the 4 officials.
An oldie classic here.
Oh, yes.
Blood runs cold. Well,
oh man, they are just waiting for that. This is a critical part of the game. We've had several of them here in the second period.
This could be a huge penalty for Mankato here to answer the bell. You get a 5er here, it's
looking to see what they put up.
I'm gonna probably say it's gonna be. They don't talk that long unless it's gonna go down.
Yep. Haver, the captain's there along.
They got it. 4 minute.
Double minor it is.
Yep.
Double minor boarding issued to Keegan Johnson, and chance here for the Mavericks. They'll skate 4 aside here for a little time yet, as the Gophers still had some time left on their power play. As let's see if they got that settled. So the 4 on the ice right now for the Gophers.
It'd be great to have a replay, but I guess we don't. But that's
Mm-hmm.
you hate to see that on any player, but when 2 players are coming into that corner, it's almost I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Still about 50 seconds left on the power play that was in existence for the Gophers, so they'll skate 4 aside for the next 50. They finally get things settled here as you're looking also just Caden Schwartz.
4 minutes for roughing.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting, but golden opportunity here for the Mavericks as the Gophers are kind of buzzing on that power play, moving the puck well.
I'm assuming you're probably going to have Jaglow out here probably for the 4 minutes.
Winning that faceoff, and there's Caden Cole who picks up the loose puck.
Watch it, just way he's
Cross center ice, good strong strides, carries in here. regains possession. Now quickly turns outside, sends it in front of the net, no one there. And a chance here trying to put it right on the stick that time of Elena. Elena circles and now jumping that past Bruner. Oh, we got 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Haver moves it up, across the way, getting back quickly.
Great job by Will Sexton there.
Yep. And Arneson hustled back as well. Big blast. This deflects and Cole is over there. Keegan Cole tried to carry that backhand out to clear.
Oh, Tosh.
Moving in. Tosh comes in. Save his mate. Swat it to the corner. Nicely done there by Peterson. 2.5 left in the second period. A high fluttering rebound off the glove and then the shoulder of Peterson on the shot. And now for the next 3 minutes and 6 seconds, it'll be a man advantage for the Mavericks and a chance to slice this deficit in half.
Yep, Brady will.
Taking a while for them to make their decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, no surprise there. Jaglow back in here on the near side. He's got that wicked shot as well. He charges up, trying to hold the zone, unable to do so. Sent back and cleared by the Gophers. Kuznick up top. Also gets some good movement there by Autobid. Autobid tries to reach in to disrupt the entry. Circling back. Jaglow back, a little pass across. Good puck movement, but still controlled there by Jaglow. Setting up, they shot that time, looking for the deflect in front. Nice save, kick to the corner there by Peterson. 2:20 still with a man advantage. Risting in here, a snipe that misses altogether in the worst scenario. When you miss that net, it goes to the corner. And you're always saying,
big,
just
heavy shot
hit
there
the
too.
net. It was.
Just
90 seconds left in the second period. Still 2 minutes left on the man advantage for the Mavericks. They bring it right back in again. Up top, the strong reach and the long reach of Autobid. Gets over there. Haver was there, but on the doorstep trying to get a tip on that back door were the Mavericks. Shot here, blocked. Autobid has it. Autobid will carry in. Good strides. He's going to continue, even though he's got to be
blew a tire there.
A little bit tired here on this PK. He's looking to get exchanged. Moving in. Jaglow, here's a chance. He's got the snipe ability in the high slot. The pass drop right back again. 50 seconds left in this second period.
Great job.
The Gophers able to clear. 2-on-1 opportunity. Fresh skates out there. Kuznick is going to get it. He tries to get it right back to Bishop. Cannot connect. Kuznick was the one who was going overtime on the PK specialty team there. Back again. Here come the Mavericks. 30 seconds left. They'll circle, and they unforced error there to move them back out on their own to reset. Carrion. Snipe. Glove save. Makes the save off the chest equipment there, and trying to move it out. Good job to keep. Good keep here for the Mavericks. This one's lofted. A bouncing puck. It goes over the top of a swinging attempt that time to hold his own by Peterson. Peterson now carries in.
One last rush here.
8 seconds left. Sending it through the crease that time. No one home on the backside. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. And the Gophers are going to take a 2-goal lead into the third period.
Huge.
And coming out to start that third period, still about another 30 seconds left on a man advantage. And if the Gophers can make it through that stage, they've got to be able to add some juice.
Well, I tell you what a blessing that was for the Gophers right there to, have a 4-minute penalty and escape with a 5-3 lead here coming into second intermission.
Well, teams move quietly to the corners and to the bench off the rink here. I got to go down. Get down there, and I'm going to see if we can. I'm going to hang here live. Maybe we can get Shannon. I had texted her to see if maybe she can join us for an interview. Love to have a little bit more conversation with her and all the great publicity she provides here with the ACHA and all those great interviews as well. So
Gophers 15, Mavericks 9.
15-9 shots on goal in that second period. Didn't quite get who had that lead, but it is a 2-goal lead. As we get a look, and we'll try to get an update on what's going on across the rink as well here, because the winner of this game will take on the battle taking place on Rink 1. And that is between Crookston and North Dakota State. The last I had on that score was 3-0. Just trying to keep it here, and before we go to a break, to get a moment here with Shannon, the social media experts here for the ACHA. She's been getting numerous interviews here over the course of this day and rolled through the weekend as well. But the Gophers, a 5-3 lead as we break for an ice cut here. They resurface, but stay here just a little bit longer and see if that game across the way has ended or not. We'll get you those updates too. So, hey, and what an explosive period indeed it was. The Gophers had chances to extend it back to a 3-goal lead, and then Mankato just kept battling, cut it back to within 1 goal at 4-3. Before answering was the dynamic duel of the blue line, getting that 5th goal to give the Gophers a little bit of an edge, a little bit more breathing room. And again, that goal was by Will Anderson, and the assist goes to Tate. And that's where we stand. When we resume, it'll be about a 30-second power play still in play for the Mavericks. And we look aside here. Hey, I'm going to step aside and try to locate Shannon here and get her for a little quick interview during this intermission. Back here in just a moment. Do not go away. Welcome back here as the coaches get themselves situated here, and we are returning as the coaches, as I mentioned, as well return to the bench. It's a 2-goal lead for the Minnesota Golden Gophers as they had finished resurfacing, and players will be on the ice shortly. It was a exciting here second period, probably more exciting than the Gophers would want it to be after taking a 3-0 lead in that first period. It was Mankato who cut that deficit to 3-1. And then an exchange of some goals and timely play here in that second period. Very exciting. When Mankato and the Gophers resume that third period, it will be Mankato with still about 30 seconds left from what I can see on that power play. These two teams come into the mark of 16-8-1 for Minnesota, and for the Mavericks of Mankato, they are at 10-7-1-1. The records are irrelevant right now because we're talking playoff hockey, and a chance now to draw them up here. The last 10 games of the Gophers, 6-3. There we go, 6-3-1, and kicked out here. Oh, you know what? Jimmy and I are both untangling headsets if you hear that crunching. And we'll get it rolling. Well, it looks like across the hallway, and it looks like Crookston is going to take home a victory. They were up, I think I saw 5-0 maybe in that.
7-1, I think it is.
7-1. So the winner of this game and this period will play tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the semifinals to take on a very, very talented University of Minnesota Crookston squad. So they're set here. We're going to start this third period as the players return, still with about 30 seconds left on a man advantage. And that was a timely close of the period here for Minnesota. It's a benefit certainly for them. And how did you guys address things in that locker room and their area of focus?
Well, we got to be a lot cleaner coming out of the zone. We got to be smart, stay out of the box, play smart hockey here. This third period is a crucial period, man. I mean, you got the 2-goal lead here. You got to let them bring it to us, but you also got to bring them the heat as well. So be a lot of defensive strategy here, and then dumping this puck and letting them kind of do their thing. But this will be it's got to be a solid 20-minute period here for the Gophs, because you're going to have the Mavs are going to be all over.
Hey, this the 2026 Carla Berg Cup, and what an exciting night here is. Final period potentially remaining, and the Mavericks have the man advantage, down by 2 goals, 5-3, as we're just now underway for this third period. Let's see who can counter the whizzle along the board, holding the zone near point, cross ice here. Chance for the Mavericks as they cycle near the line, dropping it far side, moving in, a little tic-tac and a glove. What a glove save! What an unbelievable save!
Wow!
Peterson.
Wow. Oh man! I just lost my mic, I think.
That's a top shelf, high caliber.
I think I lost my mic. You can hear me? You can? Okay.
That was some
breather. Hello.
all-star like save.
Wow.
For Peterson. Owen Peterson comes out.
That was a unbelievable save.
That
right
could
there.
be the game-changing save.
Yeah.
There's been many of those moments. We talked about postseason. Those moments kind of create themselves, and boy, this has been one of those games. It's been a hiccup away, a key goal by Anderson on that break to give the Gophers a 2-goal lead late in that second period, and that save by Owen Peterson in the corner, working it out here. The Gophers unable to get some pressure. The Mavericks will pitchfork this one high off the blue line. They wave off the ice.
Oh, it's still on.
Oh, there it is. And back again here, skating out, gets away, rolls off the stick of Engelbrecht. Engelbrecht was ready to take it, and in will come A chance here for Bishop. Bishop drop pass. Now Engelbrecht gets another look and tried to go far post.
How
Just
close with
missed.
Bishop to another goal right there. Oh, man.
Cutting in good stick work by Bishop. Or excuse me, not by Bishop, by Wilcox. I'm surprised at how well Wilcox can work that stick.
Yeah.
He's great. It's just being able to matriculate his way in that tight.
Yeah, Bish was so close to getting a goal right there with this.
Working back, Ethan Peterson tries to disrupt the pass. You put the pressure on. It's not nearly as easy to get a pass to the tape of the stick. That one was behind, and then that created a miscue on a pass there on the next step by Mankato. Peterson has it, finally swipes it to the corner, allowing his guys to kind of move in and set it up and get down low. Holding up at the blue line, getting it back. A chance to snipe here over the top of the goal. Firing shot off the glass forces Mankato all the way back in their end of the ice. Just underway. Both teams at full strength. Across the way here, disrupt and trying to control it. Shot. Hits traffic, does not make it. Then Ovid has it. Brings it across center ice. A carry in for Ovid. Poke checked off of his stick. Nicely there by the Mavericks. Another turnover in the neutral zone. Getting it right back again. More pressure mounting. Ovid has it. Tries to leave a backhand for a teammate, but the puck rolls off of his stick and on to the Mavericks. Swipe there, taken away. Nice defensive play that time for the Gophers.
Great job by Will there.
Will Anderson comes back with another shot. He's filling the zone now.
He's going that short corner
Fired
right
that
there,
biscuit,
boy.
short side, very precision-like shot. Almost stuffed it there. If you remember, Caden Cole scored the first goal of the game.
Right.
He was in a little tighter, but up towards that shoulder area. And as you get down as a goalie, I got to guess maybe that opens up a little bit, but he was going for that same spot again. Gophers up by 2. Arneson tries to dig in and control the faceoff. At the far point. Kick down. Tate absorbs the check, but now shot. Oh, a nice save. Looking for the puck. I was looking for the rip. No one knows where that puck is. Finally, he stands up, and there it deposits in front of him in the blue. I thought, once he took that shot, I swear I saw a ripple in the back of that lower neck. But to no avail.
Right dancing down there, Sundale, doing the Sundale dance.
He was doing the spin.
Yeah, that was.
Boy, that was an awkward.
That was kind of a weird draw there.
Everyone says, "Can we just do that again, please?"
You know, it's always just drop the puck.
Yes.
I don't feel like my mic is.
Your mic is good on this side. I'm trying to adjust mine because I'm still hearing some cracking and popping. Get it back here. Now we'll look. Gophers will try to work it up ice. And Arneson.
Dump her in.
Gary's the end. Good job to pull back that time, because if he'd have gone in with that Maverick player, is going to get an ice? No, they'll wave it off. They could have perceived that as a penalty, which it wasn't. But I just saw that Kreutzmann held up from that pressure there. Now, Arneson has it. Rolling in the slot. Good shot there. He went across the grain. Got a shot from the slot and a nice save made by Sundell. Caden Cole tries to control. It goes back again. Between the legs controlled. Now cutting in and behind a backhander. No, it hits to the back of the net. Good pressure here as the Mavericks just want to keep that pressure in the Gophers' end of the ice. Dropping it back. Oh, left and set the door there. Jaglow with an excellent look at a one-timer, short time.
So I can't hear you at all.
Okay.
I can't hear.
Let's try this and move down.
But you can hear me though, right?
Now. I got you, Jimmy, in the headset. Is that any better? Moving it up. Working it again and trying to feel if they can get a little pressure. Both teams really right now, Jimmy, just kind of exchanging.
I can't hear you, bud. Here, you put this on once and do it if you want to talk about it.
Back
so-
again here and
I can hear you.
set behind a chance. Cut in.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me on? You can't hear it, can you? Yep.
Setting through again.
Oh, big save. Oh, another big save. Mankato putting the pressure on. Owen just coming up with 2 monster saves right there. Yeah. This. There you go.
Working it through and
Yeah, I can hear it. Well, I can hear you, but
set now, and I can't hear myself. Trying to deal there a little bit more.
oh, big save there by Owen again. You know, you got 2 big bodies. Got Will out front.
Yes. We're back again through neutral ice, and now chance here, sliding head first, trying to get the edge.
Great hustle right there by Bishop, number 11.
Back again, another wave, another opportunity here for the Gophers to try to extend their 2-goal lead. Holding the zone, one-timer in the slot, tied up that time.
There we go.
As Bishop kicked down low, now trying to get it back. A shot just misses. A chance there to go up by 3 for Minnesota. Back again, losing the edge was chance there for Luke Myers. Luke Myers tapped that stick, trying to catch him, and they miss it altogether as Myers was tapping his stick, trying to catch him on a line change. And it went right down the middle.
Dale, the goalie down here, is on it. I mean, that was that close to the pipe. I mean, he played that cool character right there, boy.
Face-off will come into the Mavericks offensive end. Looking at a bye. Now there's Arneson, who backhands it all the way down. Mavericks there to recover. Here we go. Let's see what we can do with Wilcox on the carry-in. Eludes a check, puts a wrister on. Handcuffs that time. Sandell unable to handle it. Puck still there. Albet is there to hold the zone. Good keep. Now trying to dig it out halfway off the board. It's sent back to the corner.
Great job by Caleb right there. Just knowing that he didn't have that pass, just dumped it in his zone.
In the corner, guide it back out. Tip down deep. Coming in is Engelbrich to pinch in. They cannot hold the zone, but it's set back to Wilcox. Wilcox moves it up across center ice and sends this one in. It deflects and goes off the waffle pad and into the netting. Yep. Very nonchalant.
Yeah.
12:01 to go. I believe that's what they have there. 12:01 here in this third period.
Boy, that's loud. That was really loud. There we go.
As we get set here to the puck drop. The Gophers, and taking the draw will be Caden Cole. Cole came in, lit the lamp twice on his first shift.
Yeah.
Right?
2 goals in probably, 40 seconds maybe?
Correct.
And,
I mentioned Crookston a winner tonight, so the winner of this game will take on Crookston, U of M Crookston. They came in as a number 2 seed, I believe.
Yeah.
2-ranked team.
Yep.
Tonight they played the Gophers just recently in the last couple of weeks. This one's lofted into the bleachers and just in front of us. If I had a fishing net, I could have caught that. But
I realize how tall that glass is down there.
it is. That it is.
Did you get a chance to do an interview, or did she come back up, or no? No.
We haven't. She's not responding to my text. Apparently, there was. Hey, she's busy all around tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure she's
Shannon
good.
all about, and she'll join us also for a post-game interview on the ice for this game. Cutting in, here's a look. Kreutzmann at that
save.
time. Oh my, a good look, good passing, tape to tape, and even a better save made by Sandell.
The Sandell boy, I'll tell you what, he's on it.
He sees the donut, not the donut hole,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And he's overcome a start that you could tell he was frustrated with.
Right.
Winning the face-off there, right on the doorstep is Cole looking for some loose change. A nice face-off win for Minnesota, and they fired a wrister just inside the blue line. Trying to get that traffic and a screen in front of Sandell. It's probably the only way you're going to beat him. He's in his zone right now.
Yeah, you're going to have to get him going side to side, get him off his game to game right now.
Caden Cole puts that shot on. Now they try to get it right back out. He tries to direct it. Finally moving it out, but holding the zone. The Gophers. Now they're on to chase. Caden Cole back there. Up ahead across the way there.
Good job by Mankato there, breaking out of the zone.
Great breakout, and that was Price with a nice key breakout pass.
Yeah.
Back behind, Price waiting here at the near point. It goes to the far side. Approaching the midway mark of this third period. One time hits traffic. Good block in front there for the Gophers.
Cooper Cerrone, what a great block that was.
Arneson gets it right back to shot.
what a
Beautiful
save.
save. Arneson had just eluded a big-time check earlier. He got the puck back on a beautiful pass and a tremendous save. What a display of talent here. Skating in, trying to close it up. Now they're going to try to power that way through and get it through Sandell. And major kudos to Sandell and his determination and his focus here for Mankato.
He is hot. I mean, he is unconscious right now, boy. He's stopping everything thrown at him right now.
Arneson made some nice moves to avoid a couple of checks. I mean, he stopped on a dime a couple of times on one skate, and they got the puck back. It had that feel like maybe that was going to go in, but we're going to 3-on-2. Here's the chance. Mavericks. Fire point. Tried to send it deep. The Gophers pinch it back out. Hops the stick of Mogren that time, who was ready to get a run here. Shot goes right on to the midsection. And they'll freeze it there. 9:53. We are officially beyond the midway mark of this third period. And Minnesota continues to have that 2-goal lead. It's so different within a goal or two. And that's why that goal by Anderson was so huge.
Huge goal. I walked out of the locker room. I totally forgot to say something to him. I walked back in. He looked right at me, and I gave him a little fist bump. And defenseman playing forward. I love it.
Hey, I would have loved to have a pocket radar on that velocity of that wrister.
Yeah.
It would have been great. Diving for it. Boy, what an effort. You're seeing both teams, players extending. That one by Luke Myers.
Yeah. You're going to get into the crucial time here. You got 9 minutes left in this third period. Down by 2. You're going to start taking some chances here.
Shot here. Using, again, that defender and the forward as a shield. Nice save made. I saw Keegan Johnson kind of make a push for that puck in the corner. And it's good to see him back out there again.
Yeah, he took one right in the belly. Big old welt on his stomach. But what a save by OP right there, man. Controlling that rebound because he had the guy right on his doorstep.
Shot here, gets through. Pad save. Out in front, you saw Wilcox trying to time out. Coming in on a big launch that time. Haver unleashed a shot. And a juicy save, unable to hold the zone. Haver quickly has to get back. He's being watched there by Keegan Johnson. Luke Myers shuffles it back through the neutral zone on the backhand. Sent deep. Engelbrecht is there.
I'm really impressed with number 55, that's the Haver.
Haver, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's getting a good job done tonight, boy. I'll tell you.
2-on-1, numbers across. Nice play.
As I'm talking
What an
about right now.
excellent defensive play that time by
Great.
Haver.
Yeah, unbelievable stick save right there.
Yeah, the Gophers had, I think, 2 players open on that far near wing.
Here he comes again. Well, he probably got that A in his chest.
It just misses on that pass. They say it was tipped. Wave off the ice. Piercing in. Ever so dangerous. Thought for sure he was looking and patrolling Jaglow for another clutch goal here tonight. A carry in by Ethan Peterson. He'll stop and have forward, send it backhand to the corner to Obbit. Obbit being chased by a couple. Peterson comes over to help out in that corner again. Picked up, there's Kuznick inside.
Oh!
As Peterson goes flying into the net.
Yeah, that's going to be a penalty.
That has got to be. There's no other choice.
Yeah,
At that time, he not only pushed him in, but Peterson going into that net, lifted it off the moorings, which hasn't been too difficult, but he hit that net hard.
Price is going to take an unfortunate penalty right there.
Critical time here, 7 minutes, 50 seconds left in this third period, a 2-goal lead. I'd like to say one more goal, and that could be the dagger, but in this game, both teams have not stopped. That may just activate the Mavericks. Back to the far point, controlled here. Looking inside, trying to get that movement. Shot from the dot, that misses everything, and finally holding his own. Good job there by Keegan. Setting it right back up again as Bishop sends it to the corner. Peterson has it. Bishop has it again. Sets it back to Wilcox. Wilcox moves it here, puts a shot right on, trying to get the tip. Mavericks will get the rebound and send this length of the ice right on goal. Of course, Peterson there for that. 7 minutes left, third period, 2-goal lead for the Gophers. Still 1:10 left on the man advantage. They send it to the corner, now pinching in. Still trying to usher it. There's Peterson, wings it along the board. They're waiting for it. Far point, Wilcox. Wilcox will drop it. Back to Wilcox. He looks to take the shot. He does.
Oh.
Traffic in front.
Tosh took a huge hook right to the inside of his knee there. Man, ouch.
Takes one for the team.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you know what? He's been having a great game. I really am impressed with number 20, Tosh here.
6.5. Left here, 30 seconds on the man advantage for the Gophers. Keegan Johnson takes it behind the net, surveys. Has the big fella Obbit out in front.
Oh, he had Einerson on the side right there. He probably couldn't see him. You got Einerson wide open on the backside here.
Set again, though, reset again.
Here he comes sneaking in right now.
Now set.
Boom.
Obbit. And it disrupted there. It's cleared. South of 6 minutes to play. And we're back at full strength. A successful PK here for the Mavericks. Arneson has it near side. Carries in. Drops it. Engelbrecht goes in for the shot. Flutters wide of the mark into the corner. Now a chance again. Low slot. Obbit here puts the shot after it's deflected. It's into the netting. 5:38 to go, and a 2-goal lead for the Gophers remains. Boy.
Man, I'll tell you, it's how it's turning like a goaltending battle, too. You know what I mean? For the score of this game to how many opportunities that both teams have had. I mean, kudos to both goalies here, but Sundell, man, he's just having a phenomenal last second half of this game.
I thought Obbit was going to come out to the side of the net and get that pass to Arneson, but it was knocked off his stick before he could pass it.
Right.
Drop back.
One thing the Gophers cannot do is turn this puck over in their zone. They got to break out, get out, dump it. and dump and chase. Do exactly what they're doing right here. They have to let Mankato bring the, they got to bring the heat.
Dropping it back there. The Gophers trying to be poised with that puck. This one is tipped by Mogren. So they wave off the ice. Schwartz had it there momentarily, now left behind by Mogren. Mogren does a good job of sealing off Schwartz. And it's picked up by Haver. Haver headmans it to the blue line. A chance here, skating in, a look, shot. Nope, tied up.
Oh, he just got mauled.
He just got dismantled trying to get that shot off. It went from 0 to 3 defenders at once, and they lifted his stick.
Like a beehive, boy.
That was a buzz. A chance, a backhand. And the Gophers give chase, and that's Mogren in the corner. Gets
Wide
a
open
three.
in front of Sammy.
One time.
Oh, what a save.
A good look, a good pass. Oh, that quickly evolved. It was a scoring opportunity, but a great save. Once again, it's been that way this whole third period and most of the second for Sundell.
So just getting robbed out front.
Look back again. Good pressure. Good puck possession here. Moving it in. It deflects, get in there to the corner. First the Gophers. Now trying to center. Trying to get it to Peterson. Off his skate. Trying to put it to the stick.
That
Kuznick.
reach right there. But it's got that reach, boy.
Moving in. Albrecht and Engelbrecht there. Has it poke checked off of his stick as he tries to take it in a little closer. Back again. Here comes Mankato. Just when you want to relax, they come back and bring some pressure.
Right.
It looks like the Gophers are doing a great job of possession in the Mavericks end, and then suddenly the Mavericks impose some pressure. 3 and change. Left to your third period, 2-goal lead. The first 2 periods, there were a plethora of goals scored. It's been stymied so far.
Yeah.
Let's see if I cursed one team or the other here as we're under 3 to play.
You're testing it, JoJo.
I am pushing it. I'm talking no-hitter in the 7th.
That's twice now. I've got you on that.
That's it, or a shutout in the second period for a goalie. I'm cursing someone. Back again. Holding the zone, circling up top. There you see Luke Meyer, such a great, strong skater. Keegan Johnson behind the net.
He's such an impressive.
Oh, he cycled right up near that blue line or strong sides.
Here comes Jags.
Aglow here. He can snipe from anywhere. Deflects, gets the stick down, does the Gophers defense, and this floats into the netting behind for a face-off. 22 remaining. Will we get a timeout?
Yeah, you can see why Jaglow is such a big player for Mankato. I mean, and one of the top players in the country here. He's so cool, calm, and collected with that puck. Hockey IQ, very smart with and what a great job by Will right there. I mean, that just shows you a veteran defenseman. Once again, we talked, I think, earlier in the first game how the defensemen let them guys come too far in, and that's when that stick comes into play. And I mean, Will's just having another great. I've been so impressed with Will's play here. Will Anderson, he's coming into his own. This year has been a really big year for him. As far as points and so forth, he's got a second goal. I think he's got 10 assists. And just what he does as a leader in this team, it's amazing.
And Sexton tonight also playing so well, so confident with that puck.
The will. It's and then you look into the depth of this team too. We have a lot of defensemen. We got Will Engelout, Cooper, Cerrone. There's Brock. Fosslin. It's just the list goes on and on and on. And I love that we have the depth that we have. One of the big things Luke was saying in the first period, he goes, there's plenty of people waiting to take your spot.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
You don't want to play? Guess what? I can find 6 other guys that are
so true. Well, hey, they'll pull the goalie, will the Mavericks?
Yeah, it looks like we have 2:22 here.
Sundell is on the bench. Extra attacker is on the face-off. Will be in the Mavericks offensive end.
But I did put a request that the Minnesota fans come by us tomorrow. So.
Yes. Yes. Back again. And across there, slot that deflects off of the stick of Jaglow to the corner. Swatting it there, blocking Bishop there, a centering attempt. Bishop is tangling it there. The puck squeezes out, still holding his own, just inside the blue line now. Little toe drag to set it up in front. Extra attacker again on, trying to get a tip and put it by right on the doorstep.
Who was that up front, number 9? Mason Harden. Man, he was this, so close to getting a goal right there for Mankato.
The Gophers have it here. They lift it, and it's going to be wide, so we'll get the ice with 1:30 remaining. 1:33 left on the clock.
Looked like that was going in, and this took a left turn.
Yep, at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And so we have this, and hey, coming up, you get a look here. So Crookston will take on the winner of this game tomorrow.
Yeah, you and I both did the last 2 games on that, and I'll tell you what, if the Gophers play like they have been playing today, it's the Crookston's going to swipe them up,
Crookston, an impressive win over North Dakota State here tonight.
Like I was telling you earlier, man, the Crookston, they bring it no matter where they're at. And then this is they always play well here, and I respect Coach Steve Johnson. He's just a phenomenal coach as well. It's always nice when he comes into town too, because we always talk, and he's always shooting the breeze, and he runs a great program up there.
Yeah, like you said, we hope to get some time with him.
Family right here. I don't know if you. My twins. I have twins. Those are my twins right there.
See that?
Hi guys.
I did not.
Yep. You would never guess. Bye, honey.
That's great. And, and so, Crookston is currently number 2 in the rankings. And this just a great environment to be around. If you have a chance to stop in and catch the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
5 p.m. The winner of this game.
Tomorrow.
5 p.m. right here, Rink 4. Come by and say hello to us as well.
Maybe we could get an instant replay camera up here.
Maybe.
Just ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
You're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
We get a look right now. With 1:33 left, face-off in the Mavericks attack zone. Looking here, trying to get it.
Tyler Anderson, huge play right there with his foot. Oh, man.
Holding the zone yet, and with the extra attacker, Mankato. They're down by 2. Jaglow, little quick pass down low into the slot, turning back. Schwartz turns, fires. It's cleared by the Gophers, and that will result in another icing whistle with 1:07. Empty net in play.
Tyler Anderson, huge play right there. That would have gave them real control of the puck right there. Them small little things, as me being a goalie, I see those small little things, and it's huge.
See if we can do it again here. Face off. There's shot hits traffic.
I'd like to know what the stats are on the face-offs. I'll tell you what, they're really good on the dot, man.
Holding the zone. Now, a wrister. Jaglow that time got the tip in front from the big fella. A 20 there for the Mavericks. Trying to screen. Puck to the corner. Rolls here. 40 seconds left. 2-goal lead. Trying to dish it out front. Now right back again. That puck seems to gravitate right to the stick of the Mavericks. Schritzer here goes right on. What a beautiful save.
I don't think he saw that.
I don't think he did.
No. I'm going to ask him when I get down there. I'll tell you what, that was a huge save right there.
And the thing about it, that puck had the chance to have a juicy pad save to squeak out again. But I think it's the way he had that pad position. It was straight down and kind of deadened the puck when it hit it. But I think you're right. I don't think he saw. Beautiful job. Still, an extra attacker on. Up by 2 goals, Minnesota. Haver will hold the zone at the far point. 20 seconds left in this third period. In front, a lot of traffic, and they score. Find a seam and capitalize. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in front of Owen Peterson.
There had to be 6 people in front of that net. I think Tate, I don't know if that went off. Tate, yeah. Here we go. This is going to be a huge face-off right here. It ain't over till it's over, they say.
Just a small time left here. Back to within 1 goal. 5-4. Mankato charging right back in. 9 seconds left. Lunging for that puck, but getting there first. Trying to fire it right back in again. Luke Myers.
Yeah, he got
lost
whacked.
his glove and got, yeah, he did. He got throttled with a slash that time, and they let the play go. 3 seconds are going to be left. The faceoff will come just outside the Gophers' blue line. That's a 1-goal lead for the Gophers, 5-4. They win the faceoff, and they will win this game, and they will play tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. on Rink 4 here at the Super Rink. What a thriller. This one.
Yeah, what a great game. You know, hats off to Sundell, man. I'll tell you what, that was I'd like to know what the shots were on this game, too. I mean, he got peppered. I mean, I think both goalies
did, and Sundell held him in, and he considered that the Gophers jumped out to that early 3-0 lead. Mm-hmm. That was impressive at how he was able to respond, and we're going to probably grab a moment here with Shannon as soon as they finish having that. We'll certainly get some time with her tomorrow as well. I'm going to connect with her before she leaves this evening, but also I'd love to get the chance to talk to Steve Johnson as well, maybe before the game tomorrow.
I'll reach out to him here tonight as well, and then I'll reach out to you later as well for tomorrow.
What a win, though.
Yeah, what a great game.
You just knew this kind of game was coming, right?
Yep.
You knew it wasn't going to be the records were irrelevant.
Hey, you know, we both called it. You know, it's, hey, whatever happened, but, you know, every game's the season's on the line, man.
Oh, that's tough. So the Mavericks, by the way, tomorrow, then they will be playing at 12:45, Rink 1, and they'll take on North Dakota State. The game we started with here today was Wisconsin. They picked up a win over Jamestown. So Jamestown will play at 10 tomorrow and take on Eau Claire. And meanwhile, the Gophers tomorrow with this 5-4 win will get things going at 5 p.m. right here, same rink.
There you go.
Congratulations to the Gophers. Big time win. Hey, congratulations to the Mavericks. That was one heck of a hockey game. They just never did give up, and we're going to join Shannon now on the ice here. Right on center ice and on the logo, and I think Caden Cole.
You want me to take my helmet off?
Sure. And then what year are you?
I'm a freshman.
Gorgeous. What's up, WCCHA fans? I'm Shannon. I'm here in Blaine, Minnesota. We just got done with the last quarterfinal of the 2026 Carla Berg Cup. I'm joined alongside freshman Caden. Caden, you were on 3 of the goals today. You scored 2 of them. What was it like to kind of play in this quarterfinal match?
It was awesome. I don't know, just like working with the boys, me, Meyer, and Arnie, we're doing a great job out there. The whole team's doing a great job. Like it meant a lot to help the team tonight.
Awesome. And reflecting on kind of how your last few games with Mankato had gone, a 9-2 win and a 5-0 shutout, this game was a lot closer. What do you think about that?
I just think that it just shows that we got to like be a better playoff team. Like if we're going to have close games against teams that we've beat in the past, like that just shows that we have a little bit of room for improvement, but we got to win tonight. We're just got to carry it into the weekend.
And how do you plan on carrying it into this weekend, going into your game against Crookston tomorrow?
Just never being satisfied, just realizing that there's more to do out there, and like I don't know, just working so hard for the boys because every one of the guys is working as hard for you.
Amazing. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much. Awesome. You're all set. Thank you.
Congratulations to Caden Cole. Picked up the 2 goals, the first 2 of that first period for the Gophers. A couple of goals within a minute on the same shift. That's a rarity, but his skate ability, his strength and ability to score, that as well. A gift as well. Look forward to seeing Caden Cole and the Minnesota Gophers tomorrow, 5 p.m. You can catch it here on this stream. And join us here at Rink 4. Come by, say hello. But a big win tonight for the Minnesota Golden Gophers, a 5-4 win over the Mavericks in the 2026 Carla Berg Cup. See you tomorrow. Have yourself a Major League evening, not a minor league prize.